if you're lost. If God woke you up this morning and you haven't told him thank you yet, you lost. If God let you have a place to sleep last night and you haven't told him thank you yet, you lost. If you know that you should have been dead, sleeping in your grave, and you haven't told God thank you yet, you lost. If your air condition is working and you ain't have to put up the finger on the side of the street like this and you ain't told him thank you yet, you lost. But you have to also recognize the second perception. I like how Peter acted. Yeah, Peter acted like he was lost. Now hold on. You know how some folk get they lost, but they want you to think that they all there in a glass of milk. Mm-hmm. You know, have you ever met somebody who money is funny and change is thing, but they still want to buy tailor-made suits? They lost. But the third thing I find is that you have to confess you lost. See, a whole lot of people in church don't want to confess they lost. Now they don't mind confessing somebody else, but they don't like confessing their own selves. I wish I had a witness there. Yeah. They can tell somebody else drinking. They can tell somebody else living with their mama, but they don't like to confess what's wrong with them. But I noticed Peter confessed himself. It wasn't Peter mama that said he lost. It wasn't Peter daddy that said he lost. It wasn't the disciples that said he lost, but it was Peter. Peter said, "Lord, save me." Okay, y'all not with me tonight. He said, "Lord, save me." And it's all right to confess you're alcoholic. It's all right to confess you got an addiction, because Peter not only acted like he was lost, but he acted like he needed saving. You know what? The reason why he acted like he needed saving is because if God didn't save him, he was going to die. And there are a lot of y'all in here right now. If God don't save you, you're going to lose your mind. You're going to go off. You're going to get distressed. You're going to get depressed. And you need God to save. There anybody here who say, if the Lord don't save me, I'm going to lose my entire mind. Not only he confessed, but the second thing you have to discover, why was he lost? Okay, why was Peter lost? The reason Peter was lost is because how he reacted to his situation. Look at verse 30. Verse 30 said he saw the wind was boisterous and he started to sink. Peter wasn't lost because he had a storm, because all of us have storms in life. He wasn't lost because he had a storm, but he lost because of what he did when he saw his storm. He was lost because he started to sink, and that's what I want to tell some of y'all. You can't cuss every time something don't go your way. You can't go get your little pistol every time something don't work out for you. See, you can't fight when they fight. You can't slap when they slap. But sometimes you gotta have faith in the Lord. But also I understand, why did Peter react? See, the Bible says that he saw the wind was boisterous. Catch it. Now, why was he looking at the storm? Y'all ain't helping me here. Why was he looking at the storm? See, catch it. If Peter would have never took his eyes off the storm and put his eyes on Jesus, he would have never seen. Y'all ain't hearing me tonight. If Peter would have never took his eyes off the storm, off of Jesus, and put it on the storm, he wouldn't have knew how bad his problem was. And I want to tell somebody, the reason why you worry about your child at night, the reason why you worry about your family, the reason why you worry about your marriage and can't sleep is because you taking your eyes off of Jesus. But I came tonight to tell somebody, if you want to get healed, keep your eyes on Jesus. Don't worry about how people talking about you. Don't worry about your fake friends and real enemies. I come by to tell somebody tonight that the best thing you gotta do is keep your eyes on Jesus. I know you got fake friends and real enemies. I know you've been lied on and talked about, but I just want to tell somebody, if you want what God That's what's wrong with the church, because we want to worry about what somebody else is doing. You know what you need to do is keep your eyes on Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Not only he was lost, not only he confessed he was lost, not only he could save you. The third point is he can save you. Now notice, even though Peter was lost, God still saved him. Y'all ain't hear me. Even though Peter was lost, God still can save you. And I come by to tell somebody tonight, even though you lost, God still can save you. You might be a drug addicted, you might be an alcoholic, you might be messed up, you might be jacked up, but I come by to tell somebody, God still can save you. And somebody got a child at home that he in the street, but I come by to tell somebody tonight that even though your child is lost, even though your marriage is jacked up, even though your family may be messed up, I come by to tell you God still can save you. And ain't it good news to know, even though I'm messed up, even though I'm jacked up, God still can save me. And then what he also tells them, he tells them that after your storm, don't act like you got there by yourself. You know, because the truth be told, everybody here used to be an ex-something. An ex-liar, ex-cheater, ex-fornicator, ex-prostitute, ex-hooker, ex-pimp. Everybody used to be something. So don't come in church acting like you've been here all your life. You ain't all in the glass and milk. You remember when you had to stay with your mama in the project? You weren't always driving the Benz. You know it was a hoop that you was driving at once. But since God didn't say I'm holy, sanctified, pure, no, you ain't holy. Since God didn't say you, don't act like you got here all by yourself. Here it is. He says not only he can save you even if you're lost, but the second point he says is that after he saves you, you got to worship. Go down to verse 33. Verse 33 says, then they that were in the ship came and worshiped him, saying, of truth thou art the Son of God. In other words, they worshiped him after he had saved them. It was two reasons why they worshiped him. They worshiped him because they were saying thank you because you didn't have to save me. Because some of y'all know up in here right now that if it wasn't for God saving you, you wouldn't be where you are. You wouldn't drive what you drive. You wouldn't live where you live if it wasn't for the Lord saving you. So he said you have to worship. But no, after God saved us, listen, after he saved you, also have to have a thank you worship. That's telling God, thank you for saving me. Because if you didn't save me, I don't know where I could have ended up. But I want to tell you, God can save you. He saved the blind man and the woman with issue of blood. He sure can save you, but it also, you still got to worship. But also the last perception, I'm gone, I promise you. I'm done. The reason why Peter said, Lord, save me, because he could have said the disciples saved me, because the disciples was on the ship where it was safe. See, Peter was in a storm, but the disciples were on a ship. And Peter could have easily said, disciples save me. But can I tell you why he said, Lord, save me? Is because he knew that the only person that can save him was Jesus. And I came by to tell somebody the reason why you in what you in is because you asking other people to save you.